Do you really think that SeaWorld is nefarious? Really? This place is an economic impact for San Diego. We better be careful. You can watch SeaWorld move up to LA and then see what happens. Well, Rachel, you're on News Radio 600 Kogo. Rachel, thanks for the call tonight. What's your take on this one?
Hi. So I have three things.
Okay.
First one, the economic impact.
Yeah.
SeaWorld. I don't think SeaWorld should shut down at all. It's a huge moneymaker for San Diego. People come across the country to visit SeaWorld. Second thing, you keep saying orca whales are fish. They're not fish. They're animals.
You're right. Hold on a second. Hold on a minute. You're right. I know they're mammals. I'm just saying. I'm just doing it for effect. I just want to make sure I'm not a complete idiot. I'm glad you brought that up.
Third, SeaWorld doesn't have to close down in order to take orca whales out. You keep saying that. Do you really think that SeaWorld abuses their animals? Of course they don't abuse the animals, but the fact that the whales are in these fish bowls that are supposed to swim 100 miles a day, and they have higher emotional capacity than humans do, and they're kept in fish bowls, that's abuse in itself.
Let me ask you this, Rachel.
Regardless.
You make some great points there, by the way, first of all. And you busted me on the fish. And I know that orcas are not fish, but I'm going to call them all fish anyway.
Support AB 2140. Ask the Orcas sink yet! Captivity is wrong! Hi, my name is Tammy Cross. We are looking to make sure that people know that they need to contact their assembly members and let them know that they support the Orca bill that's just been introduced by Assemblymember Blue. So please contact your assembly member. If you don't know who your assembly member is, you can look online and make sure that you know we need this bill to pass.
Great, so you're collecting signatures.
Yeah, letting people know if they don't know their assembly member, we'll send a postcard to their assembly member.
Oh, that's great.
Because most people don't know who their assembly member is, so if you give me your name and your address, we'll make sure that the right assembly member gets this postcard noting that you support this bill.
Fabulous. Thank you.
Today we're at SeaWorld. It's a pretty good turnout. What we're trying to accomplish here is we're not trying to shut SeaWorld down. I think that's where this misconception is coming from. There's this confusion that we're trying to steal from the city and so on and so forth. The important thing is that we want is no captive animals, no captive breeding. Let's take a different business approach to this. Money can still be made in a place like this, but with a whole different business format. So, we want to spread awareness of what could be and actually what is going on currently. With the release of Blackfish, it is so important that more and more people watch that movie and that more and more people are being made aware of the goings-ons, and that's from actual trainers. It's a blessing in disguise. So, I want people to realize that the intention here is not to shut the park down. The intention is to change the way the park is ran. That would be my dream picture of my lifetime.
And it's possible.
And it is possible. It is possible. There's money there. There has to be money there. And I do believe, though, that SeaWorld is losing some of their I believe their attendance is declining. I mean, I'm hearing free tickets on the radio. I'm hearing buy one, get one free. I'm hearing armies and so on and so forth are free admission. So I think there's a little bit of a desperation going on. And I think the message is being spread here. So it's time for change.
The This is my first protest for SeaWorld. I actually went to a SeaWorld park many years ago, and it was horrifying. I felt for the orcas, and I saw that they were trapped in these small little pools and could never get out, no social interaction. The whale that I saw, his dorsal fin was folded over because they're kept at such they go at depth in the ocean, but when they're trapped at the surface, their cartilage can't support that. I think SeaWorld would survive just great. They have roller coasters, they have rides, they have all sorts of things that an amusement park has. But animal torture is not amusing. It's not amusing to me or anyone else. So we don't want SeaWorld to shut down. I don't want SeaWorld to shut down. I want them to free the animals that are in captivity that are being abused. So support the bill. Call your Congress, your Assembly members, call your City Council members, call anyone who can help and support the bill. Thank you.
My name is Margot. My Assemblyman is Rocky Chavez, and I've written to my Assemblyman and asked him to support AB
2140?
2140. I explained that keeping animals in captivity, keeping large wild animals that are used to roaming large distances in essentially what is a bathtub is like a prison in solitary confinement. They're not natural. They have natural behaviors. So, especially the adult males are very competitive, and they fight with each other and injure each other.
My name is Rebecca, and after watching Blackfish, I became interested in this issue because of the cruel confinement. And prior to Blackfish, I was unaware of what was going on at SeaWorld. And so now that I know what's going on, I want them to modify their behavior, the SeaWorld Corporation. They can't be in this confined space. They belong in the ocean.
We're out here today to show our support about the bill that was just put into motion. We support the ending of orca captivity, the ending of breeding in captivity of whales, and we don't want to see SeaWorld shut down. We want to see them go into more of a humane role model where they continue with rehabilitation and stop breeding, stop using whales for entertainment.
I'm here to support PETA in their efforts to try to end the captivity of the orcas due to the terrible things that have happened to the trainers and the cruel things that happen to the orcas while in captivity.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is Michaela. I'm here today to protest about SeaWorld. I think they need freedom and peace. I think they need to go back into the ocean where they belong. And I think they need freedom and peace.
Thank you.
My wish is that SeaWorld would end their captive breeding program and they're using the orcas for entertainment. There's plenty of things to do and see at SeaWorld and plenty of ways to entertain without subjecting the orcas to slavery.
Right. What do you think about all the claims that people are making on the radio and people that support SeaWorld are saying that this bill will essentially shut down SeaWorld?
Well, I don't think that's true. People still go to Disney World and Knott's Farm, and there's lots at SeaWorld besides the orcas entertainment. But even so, there's no excuse for animal abuse. You know, it's just inexcusable. Some people say that, you know, SeaWorld has done so much with rescuing sea lion pups and that sort of thing, that they have such goodwill in the community. Well, that's really a cheap effort. For one thing, sea lion pups and seal pups are wild animals, like all other wild animals. Some of them die, some of them don't survive. And it's essentially a very cheap, you know, fix for SeaWorld to rescue these animals and get the goodwill. And it doesn't anywhere near excuse what they're doing to the whales.
Thank you.
Hi, my name is April and I'm here to protest the orca captivity at SeaWorld. Not to protest SeaWorld. There's nothing wrong with SeaWorld. There's no problem. You'll still have attendance at SeaWorld without the orcas. We just don't want them taken from their mothers and their families and brought here in captivity to perform. That is why I'm here, and also to give notice about the dolphin hunts in Japan. And support the bill! Free orcas!
I'm here also with April at SeaWorld, and you know, it's great news that there's going to be a bill that makes it not possible to hold whales in captivity, but you know, it's more about SeaWorld can still exist, it can still, you know, be a profitable business. We're just trying to make knowledge and education about having animals in a positive environment. They don't need to be held captive in a small pool to give education. So we're just trying to support education and rights for animals. They are as intelligent as us, and they could, we just want to see change in a positive direction.
Thank you.
Participating in this petition, just to, I'm very concerned about the conditions of how these animals are kept. It's really not, a very humane way of treating these animals at all, and they should be basically, released, in my opinion. And that's why I'm here today.
Great. Have you seen blackfish, or what brought you to come to your first protest?
I am
or the bill?
Animal lover. I belong to various organisations, PETA being one of them, and I have not seen that movie, but I know what it's all about, so that's why I'm here.
We're out here not to shut down SeaWorld. We just want to retire the whales, and we hope that the legislation passes. We also want SeaWorld to stop lying and calling it education. It's pseudo-education. Everything they find in there is not real, and it's not compatible with what they find out in the wild about orcas and other dolphins. We need them to stop lying. That's all we want.
Thank you. Want to say anything?
Come out, support us. It's a good cause. This is my first time out here protesting against the animal cruelty that's going on at SeaWorld. I think it's disgusting how people can call themselves human beings. We're supposed to be having compassion, the Lord in our heart, taking care of each other, taking care of all the wonderful creatures that He put on this earth for us, and this is what happens. Human beings take these beautiful creatures and they enslave them in concrete bathtubs.
So you're supporting the bill, AB 2140?
Absolutely, 100, 200, 1,000%.
So what would you like to tell people that are watching this video? What do they need to do?
They need to learn the facts and just get educated. That's the most important thing, and follow your heart.
First protest?
Yes.
And what got you to come out here?
I saw online and I saw the blackfish.
what did you think about it?
That they should release the orcas.
Why are you here today?
I'm here for the orcas.
Yeah, what about the orcas?
Being abused.
Pardon me?
They're being abused.
Yeah?
For profit. They don't care about them. The orcas swims 100 miles a day in a part of families, and here they kidnap them. They sell them to another SeaWorld, Maryland, and other places. They really don't care about them at all. So I'm here to protest, and I hope they pass the bill.
Hi, puppies.
Okay, so you wouldn't have to, yeah, you have someone different. If you want to give me your address, I'll figure out who your assembly member is and send them a postcard.
So did you guys go flying off?
I'm new to animal activism. I've done one other protest, and it was for the Japan dolphins in LA. And animal activism, for me, it is a way, we all have our passions, and what connected me to animal activism is the fact that these animals do not have a voice, and we can't expect change unless someone says something about it. They have no voice, there's no way to tell how they feel, but when you are a person that really loves to connect with animals, God has put them here for us, and you know, they're not being protected, they're not being treated with respect. And so I think when people are into animal activism, it's a way to connect with, it just happens to be a passion. And it's great to be with people with like-minded. And I must say, people that love animals are the sweetest, dearest people. And I'm just really thankful and blessed to be a part of this. So thank you.
Thank you.
Where is that? There's still people coming. Sorry.
So sorry.